Hello, welcome to the channel. This is going to serve as like an introduction to the channel, but also to my first project. My friends and I, my roommates and I, we've been working on some projects lately, and I was just thinking it'd be fun to record something. So I just got this truck for $1,000 for my neighbor across the street. Basically, the story was we were doing a Bible study on like a Sunday afternoon, and our neighbor came and knocked on our door, and she told us that they were friends with this farmer that they knew, and he's selling his property, and he's also selling this truck behind me. And he said $1,500 or $1,000, and you just have to mow my lawn. And my roommate does landscaping, so I just had him mow it for less than $500 was my margin. So pretty much $1,000 truck, registration and insurance, whatever, but $1,000 truck. So it's pretty good. It's kind of like one of those dream scenarios where like you get an old farmer sell you his truck with like 100,000 miles that was just a farm truck and not like beat on super hard. It wasn't like a daily or anything. It's got 180,000 miles, but so right away I was pretty excited about it. Not that I don't have other stuff to work on, but seemed like a good investment. So the plan is, I'll do a little walk around after this, but the plan is to, first off, gotta paint my passenger fender, get that body worked. I'm actually going to school for auto collision, so doing like body work and painting on cars and trucks, and so is one of my roommates. So I actually get to paint my fender and stuff at school, get this paint matched and stuff. So I'll be taking advantage of that. I'm actually already partway done with that, so hopefully it'll be painted sometime next week and we can throw it on. But anyway, and then there's just some other little things like the bed sides need some work, rockers and cab corners, as you can imagine, but the interior is super clean. It runs super great. Nothing mechanically wrong with it. One of the blinkers, or I just have hyper flash on the driver's side, and AC doesn't really work. The compressor is making bad noises, so I'm probably just gonna end up replacing that. I don't think the clutch is engaging, and whatever. Some other little things, differential cover needs replaced. I'm leaking a little bit. I'll end up like sandblasting and coating the frame at some point. I have to put some nicer tires on it. So tires are fine. They're just like 13 years old and kind of dry rotted, so we've just been like doing burnouts trying to get rid of them. But other than that, nothing super crazy. So I was kind of hoping it would just be a good start to flipping some trucks, and then I don't know, I just thought it'd be fun to document it. So there'll probably be some videos of my Tacoma that my friends and I built for overlanding. Gotta work on that and get that sold, but figured $1,000 truck, let's work on it. Make it nice. It's already probably worth more than $1,000. I got a heck of a deal on it, but figured we can sell it for more, and then whatever is saved, just I get like $6,000 out of it maybe. Then that's $6,000 I get to spend on something else, and then I can work on that and sell it for more. So I just figured it'd be a fun way for that to just kind of feed into itself, and I can just kind of document that, because my friends and I have just been wanting to flip trucks and just work on stuff and make that more of a hobby for a while now, and less of just like a necessity for when our stuff breaks down. So do a walk around to the truck, and yeah, as far as introduction for the channel, my name is Wrigley. I'm going to school for bodywork and painting, and yeah, that's all I gotta say. All right, let's walk around this thing. So here's the bad side. Well, I guess for the bed's a little nicer on this side. The fender, obviously, that's probably the worst panel on the truck. This must have got repaired at some point, because this is the only panel with the clear coat faded this bad. And also, I mean, this is wavy and there's some filler in there. Yeah, this is just making my day. The bumper was pretty nice though. The bumper in the front end, luckily, I I bought 2 front fenders for this actually, so I have this one at school, and the other side, I'll look at that in a minute. The other side's fine for now. I looked under the chrome, and it's a little rusty, but it's not making holes or anything, so I got this at school, rust-free. I got 2 of them for 150 bucks, pretty good deal. And I'll paint that, and then probably just paint this while I'm at it, to be honest. This is the one hubcap that's missing, so the rest of them are there. Paint's not too bad, to be honest, for 1,000 bucks. And this bumper, I don't know if this bumper got replaced or how well these hold up. I don't really know a whole lot about these trucks, to be honest with you. So power steering is leaking a little bit. Like, I can get some drops accumulating down there, but not a big deal yet. Then here's this fender. Yeah, this fender looks fine. I'm happy with how it looks, so it's good enough for what it is. The hood's pretty all right too. Man, who washed this? This is really the only spot on the hood. Glass isn't broken. I could paint that if I felt like it. I really don't. Tires, no good. I think they're from 2013. My friend walked around and told me. Yeah, everything looks okay. The roof's a little dented and whatever, but that's to be expected. Really, one of the biggest things is rockers are no good. Not even really there, to be quite honest. But I'll end up taking these off eventually, and under these doors are pretty rusty too. So whatever, maybe they're not as bad as I think, but yeah, I'm sure it's not gonna be pretty under all this chrome. Especially these back ones are bad. I mean, from the side you can tell it's not even there. So frame, I haven't really found any big holes yet, so that's positive. I own a first gen Tacoma, so I'm no stranger to that. This bedside's worse than the other one. These actually aren't rusted out too bad up front here, but once we get back in here, oh, would you look at that? So plan is I'll probably end up just getting a whole new bed if I can get one for the right price. Not ideal, obviously, but that's just kind of the way it is. So not too bad. Yeah, this is, I could section this, but that's gonna rust out. I could just do outer, but the inner's rotted. I could just do an inner and outer, but these are rotted in here, so you can't, I mean, it doesn't look too bad from here, but I was under it earlier and there's holes in them, so. C71 off-road, it sure is. This bushing is gone in here. This is about to break. Got a hitch on it. She's a workhorse. Back bumper could be better, but these 3, none of these, so there's a light here, and a light here. None of them work, so that's cool. I got hyperblink on that side because of that, I think. That's awesome. So this side's actually not too bad. I mean, it's not great, not ideal, obviously, but the inner's a little better. Frame's still just as rusty. Yeah, I mean, it just needs a new bed, but this also not as bad, but luckily these cap corners are like 14 bucks, so it's really just the labor that's the annoying part. And then again, obviously, rockers are completely gone. Oh, that's terrible. But other than that, I'm pretty happy with everything else. I've driven it almost a full tank already. We'll just end up replacing this. And yeah, that was outside. I'll pop the hood. Really nothing fancy under there, but I'll pop the hood and we can check out the inside too. All right, pop the hood. Might as well just check out the interior over here. Here's a door. It's a door. I already showed you that rust down there. And yeah, there's the rocker from in here. It's cooked, but I get replaced. Actually, when I first bought the truck, this seat, this bracket down here, I don't know if it rusted through or if it just sheared off or what happened, but this whole thing was like, I mean, it was like a mechanical bull when I was driving. Like, I'd hit the brake and the whole thing would come forward. I'd hit the gas, I'd fly back. Anyway, so I welded that together, fixed that. No biggie there, but yeah, I don't really know what's going on. There's some rust there. I've heard, so my buddy's got a similar truck. I've heard that these door hinges
have some issues, but I mean, nothing bad I can notice. 181, 152, 6. Not too bad. And yeah, I mean, I feel like the interior is pretty clean too. It's comfortable, that's for sure. Seat motor going back and forth doesn't work, but on either of them actually, so. Here's the back. I got the sheet back there from when I picked up my fenders. I was gonna wrap them, but we ended up taking something else. Pretty comfy back here. I really like it. Got some cigarette burn through holes up here. Headliner's dropping a little bit. I mean, I couldn't really care less, but these lights don't work. Got 3 cigarette lighters in here. That's pretty sweet. Cassette player. I really like the way the inside of this looks. And yeah, the seats are nice. I kind of figured this would be burned through, and I guess it's a little wrinkly, but it's actually pretty nice. But yeah, I really like the inside of this truck. It's one of the more comfortable vehicles I've had. There's a little slop in the wheel, but that's to be expected. It's 30 years old. All right, my phone just died actually, so good timing, I guess. Here it is, nothing fancy. 5.7, 350. It's funny because actually, well, you can't see it from here, but same engine as that Corvette over there. Or so I've been told. I hope that's true, or else I'm gonna look like an idiot. But the valve covers look like they've been leaking a little bit. That's not a huge deal. I'll figure that out. But like I said, power steering's leaking a little bit. It's kind of wet down there and whatever. But yeah, that's it. That's the gist of it. So we're gonna get this cleaned up. Mostly body stuff. Obviously, this fender, talked about that, and truck bed. I mean, I don't know if that's gonna be in a year from now, in never from now, whatever it is, but. So I'd like to drive it for a little while probably, because I fell in love with it a little bit, even though it's quite the beater. It gets me to and from, I guess. Oh yeah, and the AC doesn't work. I need to mention that probably. And it's the middle of June in Iowa, so corn's gonna start coming up and it's gonna get humid, and I need to figure that out. So heater works though, so it'll be a good hunting truck. For now, I'm just trying to get it in better condition, work on it a little bit, and see if I can sell it, and then be a new project after that, and hopefully it'll just kind of feed into itself, and we can keep working on some cool stuff, keep learning. I'm almost done with my collision program, so it's June. I'll graduate in August. Yeah, this is gonna be fun, exciting. So thanks for watching.